Hey, how's it going? I'm Alex, and today we're going to talk about something important for men. We're going to talk about something that is important for every person in the world. But for men, I feel like we are being we have been struggling with this one a little bit more. So, right here, we have this book, which you can see over there is The Courage Method by Dylan Martinson, that this brand sent to me for this video. And I'm about a little bit closer to halfway through. And I gotta say that this one is somehow, some way helping me in a different way. Kind of like reading, it takes you out of the place that you are. Sometimes we're watching videos and watching emotional or inspirational videos. Sometimes that's not what you need. Sometimes you just need to read. And after some time of reading this one, I can give you my opinion about it. So before I give you my opinion about it, let's talk about this book. Number one, this book has a really nice kind of like paragraph spacing. So it's not a heavy book. It has a nice font size. I gotta say, it has a nice font size. So it's not gonna be hard to read. It's not gonna be a tedious process. It's not gonna be a long process. And also, it kind of like gets you between chapters. So you're gonna hail this one. So for example, this is, I'm a little bit there, kind of like on one more chapter behind that one, after that one, actually. So you can see that it gets you through chapters. And they're not very long chapters. So the way that I'm reading this one, I'm reading it chapter by chapter. There was a day that I actually read about like 3 chapters all along. And I think that is a really good way to read it. But there is something that it sticked with me from one of the bullet points that are on the back. And one of them says, how to free yourself from the trap and begin living a full life. And the other one says, why embarking on this journey will empower you to achieve your life goals. It's kind of like a process, it's not going to happen as a magical thing. This is not a magical book. It's not going to happen from day one to the second one, the third one. It's a whole process and you got to achieve it by yourself. But this book can help you with that. And again, the paperback version of this book, it's about 260 something pages. It's not hard to read at all. It's really enjoyable. And the thing that tells you, again, you got to put things into practice. It's not going to be a magical thing. It's not going to happen by itself. You got to kind of like think yourself when you're putting you inside of this book. You're going to put yourself inside of this book. So you're going to make this one to be kind of like, you're going to make this reading to be like it's happening to you and you are worth the change. You are committed to the change and you are reading every single chapter and every single word like it's your life on this book. That's how I'm reading it, and that's how I feel that has been helping me. Another thing that I will tell you is every single time that you see a quote, a sentence, or something like that, or even some facts, for example, you even have some facts in here that they are with a really nice background. I have to say that these have been kind of like tested. These have been also proven. And when you find something like that, I would do 2 things, or what I've been doing, which I don't think the way that I'm doing is the correct one. I'm just like grabbing my cell phone and just kind of like taking notes on my notepad. I would do it in a different way. I just grab a piece of paper. I would put my phone away, grab a piece of paper and write those sentences or write those quotes that you see in this book. And if you have some facts, like as I was showing you before, if you have some really nice kind of like information that you think that you want to Google after that or want to check it yourself or something like that, just make sure that you write kind of like the citation and make sure that you take notes on that. And then you come back later on your computer and check it out by yourself. So as the book says right here, discover the strength within to overcome the darkness. That's something that you got to discover by yourself. But this book, The Courage Method by Dylan Martinson, is going to help you with that. Just make sure to give it a read and of course, enjoy the journey.